This is the hardest ending to a Tour de France route in years. Plus, it never once goes near the north of France. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why, which two stages actually decide the race, and the one transfer out of the 14, yes, 14 transfers, that'll catch you out if you're planning to watch any of this in person. That's the whole race. Catalonia, Pyrenees, the Massif Central, Jura, Vosges, Alps, and finally Paris. Two stages stand out. Stage 14 into Le Marxdine climb, the Ballon d'Alsace, loops back through the finish, then finishes on the Col de Hague, je sais pas, which the official manual describes as a forest path converted into a cycling path, approximately 11 kilometers at 7% on a road that is narrow at the point the race will really get going. Then there's a double Alpe d'Huez finish over 2 days. Day 1 is short and sharp from Gap. Day 2 is the real story. Quite a fair, then the Telegraph and Galibier, essentially one climb. Then over the Col de Sarenne, back to Alpe d'Huez. The Col de Sarenne is a narrow back route that local ecologists actually are objecting to. Check out my video in the link about that one. 3 enormous climbs in one stage, finishing on the Alpe for the second day running. That's truly as hard as this race gets. Drop a comment telling me which stage you're most excited for this year. The route doesn't flow neatly from town to town. There are numerous short, scrappy transfers stitching the stages together. Teams and convoy shuffled overnight rather than riding straight on. But the one that matters is the last one, from Alpe d'Huez all the way to Thoiry for the final stage in Paris. It's a huge distance to cover overnight, especially on the back of the hardest stage of the race. If you're trying to follow this route in person, that's the one transfer you plan around. If you followed the tour in person before, let me know in the comments where you watched it and what was the best thing about it. The furthest north this race ever gets is Paris on the final day. No Normandy, no North, no Pas-de-Calais, no Brittany. Not even a transitional stage through it. If you were hoping the tour might come anywhere near you up there this year, it simply is not happening. If you want to watch this in person, pick one block rather than chasing the whole thing. The Pyrenean week, the Vosges and Jura block, or the final week with a double Alpe d'Huez are each worth building a trip around. Personally, I'll be heading for Paris to watch it for the first time. Subscribe to see how that goes. That's the 2026 route. Brutal in the mountains and brutal on the transfers. If you want help working out where to actually stand, or you fancy riding some of these roads yourself before the peloton gets there, that's exactly what I do. Links are in the description below.